fifth graders. Today, we're going to get ready for the MLQ that we're taking tomorrow. That means we're taking the same test as every other fifth grader in all of the Renew schools in New Orleans. So we need to be prepared so that we can show that our kids here at SciTech are the smartest fifth graders in this whole city. Now, take a minute to write the I can statement at the top of your packet. I can identify the best answer to a multiple choice question. Copy that down now. Okay, so if you look at your packet, you'll see that the first question is, which sentence best states how Leona and Anna are different? Remember, we're looking for the best answer. Option A, Leona is lazy while Anna is hardworking. I read this and I already know it's not true because Leona is definitely not lazy. She works every day to try to get that trash removed. So I can go ahead and cross that answer out. Now, B, Leona is smart while Anna is insecure. It seems to me like Leona is pretty smart because she was able to make a plan to fix the lot, but Anna is not insecure because I know that insecure means that you're embarrassed about yourself in some way. And Anna hasn't really done anything to show me that she's embarrassed about herself, so I can cross that one off as well. Now, C, Leona is determined while Anna is curious. That sounds kind of correct to me because I know Leona tried every day to get rid of the trash, and I know that Anna is curious because she's been watching Kim and seeing what she's been doing in the vacant lot. So I'm going to put a question mark next to that because I think it might be right, but I want to read every option before I choose my answer. Now for D, I see that it says Leona is friendly while Anna is shy. This seems like it could be right too, so I'm going to put a question mark next to it as well. But when I'm thinking back in the text, I remember that there's a lot of evidence that to tell me that Leona is determined because she was trying every single day to get the garbage out of the vacant lot. There's also a lot of evidence to tell me that Anna is curious because she even went into the vacant lot to dig up Kim's seeds because she was so curious about what Kim was doing in the lot. So I'm going to choose C as my answer because it's the best answer. But on the test you're taking tomorrow, you're not just going to have individual questions. Your questions will be in a part A and a part B. So the part B question says, choose two details, one for Leona and one for Anna, that support the answer to part A. Now, how many choices from this list am I going to choose? That's right. I need to choose two details, so I need to select two answers. So I'm going to go through these now. A, just the same, I kept working on it the next day. I'm going to look back in my text, and I see that on page 27, Leona is talking about keeping working on getting rid of the trash. I think that could be correct, so I'm going to write a question mark next to it. Now, for B, it says, she was crouched down with her back to me, so I couldn't see what she was doing. If I look back in the text, this is on page 9, and I know at this point that this is Anna talking about Kim. But this isn't really giving me any information about Anna, it's only giving me information about Kim, so I'm going to cross it out. C, I believe I'll plant me a patch of goldenrod right here. Now, if I look back on page 25, this is what Leona is saying about wanting to be involved in the garden. So I think this one might be correct as well. D, you can't measure the distance between my block and City Hall in miles. If I look back in the text, I know that Leona said this, but I don't really think it has much to do with her being determined. So I'm going to cross it off. E, I thought of calling up the police. Anna says this on page 8 when she's watching Kim. Now, it's telling me that she's suspicious, but it doesn't really make me think that she's curious. So I'm going to cross it off. And F, I felt like I'd read through her secret diary. This is on page 9, and this is when Anna is talking about digging up Kim's seeds, which is something she did because she was curious. So that supports my answer to part A, that Anna was curious. So I'm going to circle that. Now, I have one answer, but I still need to find a piece of evidence that shows that Leona was determined. And if I look back at these two answers, I know that the best answer is that she kept working on it the next day, because that shows me that she was very determined and she kept working. So now I have my 2 correct answers. Now you're going to move on to practice. So close your Chromebook and raise your hand for directions on what to do next.